Check, check. Good morning. Good morning. This thing's so super sensitive. It's like you hear every little knock and bump. I say good morning. Welcome to the Tiny Deck. I am who I am. And you are who you are. So just be. Every little sound. Golly. Let's vibe for a second. DJ Lockhive, the DJ. She is from Africa. Look her up. Lockhive, the DJ. She's a phenomenal DJ and quite the looker. Hey. It's Tuesday. Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. So shout out to the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee. Not gonna be long. Get into a little something that I saw. Wanna comment on it. Got the fire going because it's a little nippy out here on the Tiny Deck today. You know what I'm saying? Strain of the day, watermelon zittles. Coffee of the day, vanilla nut. Got my robe. Because I like to be toasty. In the morning. In the morning. It'll be all over in the morning. Hope you're getting your day off in a congratulatory fashion. Salute yourself. Salute yourself. Got Cleo in the building. Divas in the building. We got birds in the building. A little smoke in the building. It rained a little bit last night. We ain't had no rain in a minute up here in the Pacific Northwest. So it's good to see it actually. Still quite hazy. Because of the rain, the smoke from the wildfires has settled a little bit in the air. You want to go on? Oh, I guess you can be seen, huh? People can see you. People can see you. In the morning. Funny thing happened on yesterday's take. The Tiny Deck number 4. So I decided to play my own music. And I find it quite hilarious that I got a copyright strike for playing my own music. I think what happened was I played a YouTube video version instead of just playing the music in the background or whatever as the ambiance, and they hit me. Do I own the rights to this music? Who cares? It's a vibe. It'll be all over in the morning. This thing here. I don't necessarily need these. I just like to check the sound every now and again. Because I sound so beautiful, don't you agree? Peace to everyone tuning in wherever you are. Bear with me for a few minutes. I've been up for about, what is this? It's 10:13, so I've been up for about 4 hours. My morning routine, it's not very strenuous, but it's routine. And it usually involves an apple. Blessings to the apple tree. A cup of Joe. And a J of the blessed herb. Now, aside from that, emails, coordinating work stuff, that's the life. And now we have the tiny deck. Shouts to everybody that's been hitting me up saying that they appreciate the move. Work in progress. You know how we do it. But over everything, what you're going to get is consistency. Rain, sleet, or snow. I'm on my tiny deck, so I might as well enjoy it with you. Peace to my two shorties. They had a tough one yesterday. Caleb took a tough L yesterday. 24-17. Tight game. He's playing linebacker. This kid here, boy, be running around. He's the fastest dude on the field at all times. He hasn't learned the concept of breaking down yet, though. He just be trying to fly through people. He caused a fumble yesterday simply by running into a dude. It was ridiculous. He didn't even know he caused a fumble. He just smacked the dude and was looking around like, what happened? He's learning. It's great. It's just his second year playing the game. You know, takes a little while to really understand what you're doing out there. I just enjoy the fact that he's out there competing and participating. Now, when this track season come up, it's going to be a delight. Not only him, but I got my nephew and my nieces. Man, y'all going to see the top fives. It's going to be crazy nationwide. They're already killing the state. So we talking national at this point. Peace to the work all the youngest do, man. They keep us moving, keep us growing, keep us fired up, giving us something to be around for, you dig? Then Lyric and them had a tough 5-set loss. Lost the final set 15-13, I believe. Really tough squad they was playing against. These girls was tall, definitely spiking like crazy. But these girls held their own. And again, that's what gives me pride. That you're competing. High level competition is a beautiful thing. It teaches you so many lessons. Hold on, let me drop this in there because I don't feel like shuffling this little. I got like this one really big log. Pause. And this other one from yesterday. I'm just gonna get a little spark under there. Wicked man. Fired up now. So yeah, they keep competing and I keep smiling. Proud papa moments, left and right, every day. Peace to my big girl. Y'all don't even know. She is grabbing the bull by the horns. Loving it. About to get her on some investments here in a minute. What I am going to do with y'all today is I'm going to show y'all a few quick websites before I get into what I wanted to talk about. But I was mentioning NFTs the other day, and I'm going to show y'all a real simple site to acquire some NFTs if you're into that thing. Actually, a few. Think of NFTs no different than you think crypto. If you think that crypto is going to increase in value, then purchase an item on that same blockchain or exchange that's worth the value in crypto, such as a piece of digital art or a game piece for an online game. Or you can even buy music. You can literally buy the rights to music. If you didn't know, shout out to Ice Cube for this. The Big Three League, you can actually go and purchase NFT tokens that give you ownership in certain teams. Well, actually, all the teams. Um, if you got the bread and you believe in the company, you can invest Ethereum into the Big Three and be an owner of a professional basketball team. This is where it's going. This ain't no flash in the pan or a fad. Get on the boat while it's at a low level, because once the tide rises high, it's going to be out of reach. Let me load up this joint. I got to be careful what I show y'all, because I don't want to reveal my wallet address in a stream. That's treachery in the worst way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, it looks like it does not show my wallet address, so that's good. All right, we're gonna do it like this, y'all. I'm gonna keep the music vibing because that ain't stopping nothing. Now, this stop right, this joint right here. This is NBA Top Shot. NBA Top Shot. Bullet. Blood Clot. Top Shopper. Top Shutter. I can't talk. Hey, it's the morning stream, yo. NBATopShot.com. Now, if you're into the NBA, you can go to this site here, NBATopShot.com. And you can purchase either packs or individual NFTs of your favorite NBA players. Now, to do so, you have to create what's called a Dapper wallet. What you want to do is go connect a bank account, some of that nature, load up $5-10. You can purchase these moments for as low as $2 to $3. All it is a video, a play of your favorite player doing some NBA type things. Now, not only do they have the NBA Top Shot, but they have NFL all day. Same situation, it's just for the NFL. You can purchase NFT moments, and these moments are numbered. Some of them are very rare. Some of them are one of one. Some of them are made of 10 out of 99. Some of them are 30, 60,000 deep. But obviously, the more limited editions you have, the higher the cost or the higher the value. Now, if you're privy to the markets, you know that we are currently in a very, very bearish economy, meaning people are selling, prices are low within the stock market and crypto markets. Now is the time to get in. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a financial advisor. So yeah, Jalen Ramsey, a common $10. You know. Also, if you're into that type of thing, they have a UFC version. The reason I'm showing you these 3 specific sites is because they all utilize the same wallet, the Dapper wallet. Within that Dapper wallet, you can purchase various NFTs. Now, let me show you others. I'm going to just show you one of my wallets real quick. Where that joint? There you go. This is one of my NFT wallets. It has these moments in there. A few Top Shot, NF Strike. This one just released the other day. I got serial number 297. Basically, it's a song from Snoop and Method Man from a comic book. They released NFT versions. Inspector Gadget and others. So long story short, just to show you that the NFT world is real and get in. Why not? It's fun. It's something to learn. You'll get a understanding of blockchain technology and the crypto world and the market at large. You might even meet some cool people who put you on some cool game if you go into some of these Discord servers. I advise you to go into these Discord servers. If there's an NFT project that you see, you can Google it. You can go to sites like OpenSea or on Gaia. Look up NFT projects, explore the opportunities, things that you're into, and then do the due diligence. It'll be worth your while. I honestly believe that, but I'm not a financial advisor. Still got my robe glowing. So let's get into what we was going to talk about today. I would like for y'all to hear something. Hopefully this plays. Let's see. Since I can't play the video because I know I'll get muted. They don't even block my video. They just literally mute whole sections of the video. That is some incredible technology. Let's take a listen to this very briefly. Take a listen. Let me let this airplane pass by. These birds is going ham, and I hope my noise suppression is helping to block them out. All right, let's go. That was a August 23rd, 2018 clip from Democracy Now! Great program, great journalism. Regardless of the slant, I enjoyed their viewpoints. I play that because it has been revealed by Rolling Stone magazine. They released a fantastic article yesterday, the 2nd of October. And it states, Aretha Franklin was tracked by the FBI for 40 years. Here's what's in her file. Now, in 1970, as the lady stated from Democracy Now!, Aretha Franklin saw another person that looked like her from a situation like her. And because she was well suited to help, she helped. It was not a decision based off of a belief system. It was not a decision based off of a political slant or angle. She saw someone who shared her lineage and looked like her. She had the means to help, and so she did. Because of that, the USUA put her on the same pad as people who did more heinous acts, more vigilant acts, but it wasn't about that. Because Miss Franklin had the means and the ability and capability to not only finance her own way, but move and guide people with her word, they took it upon themselves to surveil this woman for 40 years. Now, we parallel this with the stories and fables and tales of surveillance and espionage, wherein we hear of the original Hollywood actors and actresses being able to be some of the first Americans of descents outside of this landmass, and they were able to go into places and get information because they had this access. You can do the due diligence. I'm not going to name any of these people, but it's the black and white era of film. And these people had a certain level of access to gain information that they provided to those who rule the day on this landmass. Now, due to the circumstances, Aretha Franklin, Miss Beautiful Aretha Franklin, her own father, knowing what those in charge on this landmass do to people who go against the grain that look like us, told her, please don't. There's a whole lot of good she can do without putting herself in that line of sight. But knowing the challenges that everybody faced at that time, knowing how important a person like Angela Davis was, and various others who ended up having their voices suppressed due to either being locked down or boycotted and banned from traveling in certain fashions and other means of suppression, Mrs. Franklin took it upon herself to do something. You ask yourself, why don't the athletes help? Why don't the rappers help? Why don't those who say they speak for us and have the means to do something not help? Because they know already when they get into this business what happened to Miss Franklin, what happened to Prince, what happened to Michael, what happened to Mr. Brown, what happened to all those that came before us that had the audacity to actually care about their loved ones on this landmass. I'm just going to read a little bit of this. This is by Jen Dice and Afeni Evans. Shout out to you two for putting this together. From 1967 to 2007, the Federal Bureau of Investigation methodically collected information about Aretha Franklin using false phone calls, surveillance, infiltration, and highly placed sources, according to documents obtained in September by Rolling Stone magazine. Franklin's FBI file, first requested in via the Freedom of Information Act on August 17, 2018, is 270 pages long. Now, let's see why August 17, 2018 was critical for a second. Miss Franklin died August 16, 2018. People already in the know knew. The day she left this plane, the next damn day, August 16, 2018, Miss Franklin leaves this plane of existence. August 17, 2018, people in the know went to the government and said, give me the papers. We know. The next day, before she was in the ground, shout out to due diligence and the people in the know, but it's dangerous. First requested via the Freedom of Information Act in 2018, August 17th, the day after Ms. Franklin passed. It is 270 pages long, peppered with phrases like black extremists, pro-communist, hate America, radical, racial violence, and militant black power, and overflowing with suspicion about the singer, her work, and other activists and entertainers with whom she spent time. Some documents are heavily redacted, and others indicate that there may be additional materials in the FBI's possession. No fucking doubt. Rolling Stone has requested the FBI make available any and all additional records. According to Kakath Franklin, Aretha's son, I'm not really sure if my mother was aware that she was being targeted by the FBI and followed. I do know that she had absolutely nothing to hide, though. You know why? Because Miss Franklin is your granny, your auntie, a woman that ain't never played. Beautiful, stoic, RESPECT. The simplest things resonate, bounce. Their frequency is true. And according to J. Edgar Hoover and those who preceded him and succeeded him, looking like this and having a voice has always been a threat. Among the documents obtained by Rolling Stone, some of which are newly declassified, there is a 1968 document. A 1968 document. Go back to 1968. Come on. There's a 1968 document discussing funeral plans for Martin Luther King Jr., calling it a racial situation. You know why? Because here's the thing. Here's what guilt do. Look at gang members on the so-called lowest level. For over a decade, funerals were shot up over a young man named Tuka. Funerals were shot up over a young man named Duck. Funerals were shot up over humans that meant something to somebody. 1968, Martin Luther King's funeral, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigations, was a, quote, racial situation, unquote. You know why? Because when they kill your father, somebody wants backlash. So imagine a funeral where there might be 3, 4, 5, 600 people, I don't know, and a quarter of them are FBI agents or working in concert with those who speak for that. 1967 to 2007, they surveilled her. Listen, people. 1967 to 2007, a decade and a year before she left this plane, this woman was followed, surveilled, and spied on. The efforts of those who choose to deceive always have to maximize and outdo those who live and speak in truth. Because if they did not, then the lie would never exist. I spoke of paradigms and change. If you don't ever see the t-shirt that says what it says with CO and Yeezus, if you never saw the picture, and it's just a picture, and like Hov said, if it wasn't for these pictures, you wouldn't see me at all. If that's not in my consciousness, does it not exist? What this woman was putting in people's consciousness for 40 years, they tried to make it not exist. So when you see in the media that they all of a sudden are fat shaming Aretha Franklin, when you see on Mad TV, In Living Color, And all the sketch shows, SNL, where anytime they make mention of people who are legitimate movers and shakers, it's always in jest. It's always in joke. And because of that, we live in a society now where everybody thinks everything supposed to lead with a damn funny. And follow that up with a I'm just playing, because ain't that what everybody fucking doing? Why you mad? Everybody playing. They playing the game. They playing with each other and they playing with themselves. Why you mad? In one case, the FBI detailed her 1971 contract with Atlantic Records. Quote, just in case, unquote, agents could link Franklin's business dealings to the Black Panther Party. They tried and also failed to connect Franklin to the BLA and other so called, quote, radical, quote, unquote, movements. Another document titled Possible Racial Violence describes an incident in August 1968 when Franklin canceled a show at the Red Rocks Amphitheater. The Red Rocks Amphitheater. The Red Rocks Amphitheater. Look up who has performed at the Red Rocks since COVID. Near Denver, Colorado. According to local news reports at the time, fans engaged in a 20-minute melee and broke chairs and music stands, damaged the grand piano, and even set fires to trees, bushes, and trash piles. They say this disturbance began about 9 p.m. after Miss Franklin refused to perform because of her fee, guaranteed by the promoter, and it was not forthcoming. She didn't get paid, she didn't perform. Franklin issued a statement apologizing to her fans and saying she hoped that they would be given a refund. She also had a firm rule: if she's not paid prior to her performances in cash, then she ain't doing the show. Why you say that? Why would she go to such extremes? Because Miss Franklin know what the chitlin circuit about, and Miss Franklin know is COD. It's a fee. The R is for ridiculous, because it's always a fee. They mad she took the money and didn't turn around and buy pink Cadillacs like the song said. But GM owe her a bag, because I guarantee you all of a sudden a car that they could never fucking sell, who was buying a pink Cadillac? It's people today got pink Cadillacs because that song is in. It's dialed in. It's locked in. When people speak of the frequency of music, sometimes they miss the logic in it and the overall effect and how the dominoes sometimes fall. The sway of this pendulum is continuous. We speaking of one person's effect. We can go down the line. We can go down the line of every single Black known personality, I would bet, from the time we were allowed to get on these stages till today. And every single one of them has a track record of being followed, surveilled, or looked at, or looked into. Why? Because words matter. Words change things. Words start wars. Wars create life. And wars take life. Somehow in this paradigm, they would rather utilize that functionality to continue the cycle instead of the opposite. This is disgusting. The fact that the next day after this woman passed on, there were people privy enough to say, go get the records. And then it took 4 years later for the public to become aware of this information. But they stopped surveilling her in 2007, 15 years ago. 55 years ago, the government of this place decided that this lady was a threat to the Commonwealth. because her voice uplifted folk that look like me and look like you. Gravitate to the things that uplift those that look like me if you look like me. If you don't look like me, that's fine because there are things within you that you can gravitate towards that uplift those that look like you. I have a blood brother. Love him dearly. We have had very minimal communication for no reason other than, hey, life is. But one thing it is, it's too short. Understand the melding of those that exist today is different than those that existed in a different existence. Might sound redundant, but it is. Um, this is a cold piece. Grab on to what's good out here, y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's really it. It's not that difficult to me, I think. What is difficult is being satisfied in it. Satisfaction is really a big thing for most of us. So be satisfied, be grateful, and stay dangerous. Chill for a little second. I'm gonna play some more of this Lock Hive DJ and see if I don't get fined while doing so. This is the Tiny Deck. I'm still on it. And peace. Uh, uh. Peace to the guys on earth. Peace to everybody out there enjoying their Tuesday. Be happy. Hey, yo, John, hit me up, man. Let me know when that mic arrives, baby. Hey, peace to Nemi, man. What's up with it, bro? I see you. See, I be preoccupied with the spit. I got some tracks coming for you. People been pulling at my chain. Want me to rapidy rap. Everything is beautiful. Peace to you and yours, man. Much love. Stay dangerous. Got dogs under my feet. Let me step away. Get you some apples. Get you some apples in your life. Real apple tree shit. Appreciate y'all. I'm about to get on up out. Thank you for hanging with me on my tiny deck. And that's the business and the blues. And that's peace.